I'm coming. I'm done here. I fulfilled my purpose. I ain't need to see no more shit down here.
So, if you're in the animation meme community, you should know who Yeager is. But for a brief chicken for those who don't know, Yeager is a popular animator with roughly 83k subscribers. And as usual, I got some to address, my man. Yeager's art mainly consists of an anime-like style, the most comparative being Sword Art Online for the visuals and line art. In terms of inspiration, I see a lot of Slugbox, and for some reason, when I look at their art, Ken Ashcorp comes to mind. But maybe it's just a hunch. Yeager's style consists of mostly soft, thin lines, and there's usually a good color palette to follow. I love their art. In fact, it has serious potential for animation. Their characters aren't that complicated in terms of design, but really work well with the amount of simple aesthetic there is. Their main character, or fursona, Darky, is often shown in these animation memes, but their character works well due to how simple they are. This is great because the more calm colors of brown and blue, with the occasional black from her outfits, complement each other very well. Not to mention, she doesn't have a complicated design that's hard on the eyes, but simple enough for the watcher to enjoy and follow along with. Plain and minimalistic. Nice. In terms of their animation memes, however, I tend to find them appealing to the eye, but they get boring easily. It's nice to look at a clean-looking walk cycle for about 40 seconds, but afterwards I feel like I'm sludging through it for the more full chunk of the video. A lot of their videos rely on a foundation of editing. This is kind of an issue for me because I'd really love to see more videos with minor editing, but mostly raw talent. Smaller videos like Darky No Love Song and Yeager's Pork Soda commission video were great because it left me wanting more, and there was a lot more of their appealing art style and more or less so not as much editing. It really got to the point where I wouldn't complain if Yeager got a goddamn show. I noticed some minor things like misspots in the coloring, but there's not much to complain about. I feel like Yeager shouldn't be limiting themselves to such a low potential with animation memes 24/7, but they're fun to do. So yeah, she's got so much damn talent up in her sleeve, so call that bitch a magician.
But wait, stories, why is this called a rant if you're just hopping on Yeager's dick?
Rants don't always have to be negative. They can be both. So, what's the deal with Yeager? Let me put it simply. They draw baby fur art.
Stories, holy what's a baby fur?
Glad you asked, Chicken Man, courtesy of WikiFur. A baby fur is defined as
is a member of the furry fandom who enjoys role-playing younger characters. They may also be an adult baby and or diaper lover, collectively known as ABS/DLs, or is otherwise involved in infantilism. There are many different types of furs in the baby fur community, each focusing on different aspects and roles. Like furry in general, baby fur culture involves a good amount of role-playing, either light or heavy, both online and in the real world.
I know, it sounds like a shitload for me to unmingle through. Let me break it down for you real fast. There are people who enjoy anthropomorphic animals and enjoy acting as said human-looking animals but as babies. They're most often someone who sees themselves as an adult child or involved as paraphilic infantilism, a paraphilia involving the desire to wear diapers and or fantasies of a return to infancy, but acting it out as a character. Do you get it? Too long, didn't listen? Well, here's a simple version. Again, it's a person who likes acting as a grown-up baby and a human animal all at the same time. You're welcome. Most of these people, or at least some of them, enjoy fetishizing this act of being a child animal. So you're wondering, how does Yeager draw this topic that concerns you so much, Stories, that you've got to speak up? It's just raising huge red flags for me. Think of it like this. A simple breakdown perspective from my point of view. So here's Yeager. Yeager is 17, going on 18. They're talented, and due to this talent they attract a lot of fans, but they're mostly young fans extending from 6 to even 16 and up. Now, say they're surrounded by 83k mostly child fans and up. Now they draw baby for art, but not for all, just for some who fetishize such child drawings. They claim it's just cute, but they're not into it. When their intended audience could be fetishizing child drawings, this sets off huge red flags for me, at least. You want a real-life example of how this can get worse? Okay, now, let me paint a picture for you. Here's the fur baby people, okay? Now think about this. There was a case about a dude who was named Paul and Amy, who was into Amy Rose, a fictional character, to the point where you might even say that he fetishized the character. Keep in mind this character is canonly 12. He was sent to prison in 2012 for raping 5 young girls between the ages of 3 and 8. He said he could separate fantasy from reality, but it eventually caught up to him. To make matters worse, these were foster kids with no goddamn parents who were taken advantage of by an individual who was in a similar fantasy of liking underage fictional characters. Don't see an issue with it yet? Alright, let me try and put it into perspective a little bit more. One of my favorite animators, and I'm not going to be naming them, explains this greatly. If you made a knife and sold it to someone fully aware they were going to use it to stab someone, but you just like the knives and you like how they're designed and you sell it to a bunch of murderers, and yet, in the end, you know they're murderers. Yeager knows damn well who she's targeting. Shit, man, she's even got the tags listed out. Gotta make that sweet dough, am I right? Gotta influence them to keep doing that borderline pedophilic shit.
Stories. Wait. How is it pedophilia? IT is not real.
The article written shares my same sentiments. The activity still involves actual adults taking an interest in prepubertal persons depicted in sexual situations. They take part in acting as young kids for a fantasy, usually to get off on it. Want to see the in-depth definition of pedophilia?
Pedophilia is a psychiatric disorder in which an adult or older adolescent experiences a primary or exclusive sexual attraction to prepubescent children. Although girls typically begin the process of puberty at age 10 or 11, and boys at age 11 or 12, criteria for pedophilia extend the cutoff point for prepubescence to age 13. A person who is diagnosed with pedophilia must be at least 16 years old, and at least 5 years older than the prepubescent child, for the attraction to be diagnosed as pedophilia.
Sexual attraction. Keywords: sexual attraction to prepubescent children. I'm pretty damn sure that those fur babies depicted aren't hitting puberty just yet. People with pedophilia do stand as the giant-ass red flags that says keep me away from kids. I'd hate to be that church pastor that screams, think of the children! But that's really what I'm trying to show here. Yeager has a deep-rooted connection to the animation meme community now, and because of her large prevalence, it has attracted many children to her fan base. It just gives me some giant-ass red flashing warning sign, because if Yeager is connected to so many kids indirectly through their art and animations, then they're also catering to the baby fur fandom as well, then they too are indirectly tied to those who enjoy her baby fur art. The whole knife analogy comes into play here. One should ask themselves, why is she influencing them? Why does she find the baby fur art cute? Because maybe it's baby animals, or is it kids? Does she openly get paid to draw this from time to time? We may never know. I'm sure Yeager is the same person, or at least I hope so. That being said, don't jump the gun too soon, pal, and don't call them a pedophile. All in all, I'm afraid for the young kids in the animation community. I remember being emotionally naive at a young age, and due to this I was often manipulated by my own favorite artist. And if it's really bad behind the curtain, I don't want these kids to get the bad end of the stick because no one said anything about the warning signs. I think that this is just something that should be taken with a grain of salt, but just keep an eye on it. I don't want it to escalate into something larger.
I'm not even going to cover their over-sexualized shit, just listen to my favorite idiot IR Tech for my opinion.
Both Yeager and Scotch are boring meme animators, and both share a common theme: over-sexualization. And you know what? That's okay. If the characters they have created are sexual in nature, then they possess the freedom to do so. Let's just look at the big picture here. There is a goat waving a cock in your face, and the guy who made it has 100,000 subscribers because of it. You know who is watching it? Kids. And debating the ethics of showing goat cock to tiny little kids on the internet is a topic I have no interest in. The point is that kids are kids and kids are retarded. The animation meme community is the most useless, parasitical, and uncreative community on the internet. It plops its balls right next to reaction channels. Because of its simplistic nature, it attracts kids. And that's how shit-stains like Yeager and Scotch propel themselves to the top. They ride on the shoulders of retarded kids. That's how something as minimalist as a goat dick gets popular. Because we're fucking stupid. And that's literally all I have to say about that. There is nothing unique about these cunts to add any additional notes about. It ain't their fault. It's the community's fault.
I would formally like to extend to you an invitation to my 77th birthday party.
What party are you talking about, dude?
Why, it's the one with all the critters, of course. The critters!
The one with the what?
Critters, yes. It's all about communing with nature and getting back to our more primal instincts. Basically, we dress up in the dead carcasses of our own roadkill, dance a little bit, and when we've had enough yummy cake, we roll around on the floor and just touch each other a little bit.
That's some gay shit, bro.
Ah, but it's not gay, since you never really know just who's behind the mutilated horse costume in the first place.
Yeah, but still, that is kind of
Pedophilia.
bro.
It's not.
Pedophilia.
Stuff like, I'm not one of those big guys that's like, ooh, I gotta go get a girlfriend. You know those guys at school or stuff like that? Or those guys out there? I'm not that type of guy. It's just, as long as they're nice to me, we respect each other, we actually love each other, I will be fine.
What about if she wasn't strictly human, exactly?
What?
As long as we loved each other, I'll be fine.
Well, if you're that desperate, I might be able to introduce you to a particular German shepherd of mine.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
sorry,
you're a YouTuber?
I don't rape them.
Oh, she's quite the little tease, but she
don't
can
rape
catch a
them.
ball or two
Hey,
in that
Kill.
filthy little mouth.
I don't want to have sex with a dog.